Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome to week 7 of season 8 of the Pokemon Battle Association. This week we're battling Kyle, and I believe he is currently 2-4 and I am 5-1 going into this battle, so I'm really looking for my 6th win to put me in serious playoff contention. And so I brought a pretty interesting team. He has a lot of special attackers, not a lot of physical attackers, so that's something that I was looking at going into my preparations. Um, he did not bring Mega Absol, which I was shocked about, because Mega Absol can really put in work against Necrozma. It can put in work against, you know, my entire team, really. Like nothing really wants to take a knockoff. My team is relatively knockoff weak, so that's an so I was pretty surprised about no Mega Absol. I brought Revenge on Fortress because if Absol hits me and then I click Revenge, that's like a 50% chance to one-shot. So that's some tech that never saw the light of day. But looking at his team here, we see Keldeo, Rotom Wash, and those are two pretty good water types. Ambipom is carrying Seed Bomb for that. We've got Florges, which I don't have a whole ton for Florges. We have regular Audino, which is really interesting because max special defense with like Assault Vest and then like knock off, Drain Punch. Just some coverage moves to make the game really annoying. We have Screens Uxie, we have Thundurus Therian, Thundurus Therian. Of course, I don't know this going into the battle, but both Thundurus and Keldeo are Choice Scarf. So let's jump into this battle, where I do lead with Fortress because it's free rocks, and as he leads with Thor, that's fine. So we see a Volt Switch, that's a pretty standard play. And here is Rotom. Rotom probably has Defog in case I wanted to go for rocks, so I decide to switch out, go into Ambidextrous here as he goes for the Will-O-Wisp and misses. This is a very hacksy battle, by the way. Lots of hacks. So Ambidextrous goes for the Seed Bomb, does not do much to glue the Audino, so I go into Tai Lung here and I too take a knockoff. Knockoff leftovers, it happens. So instead of going for a Volt Switch here, I do go for the Bulk Up, and I see that is doing crazy damage, this Focus Blast, and I do click Drain Punch here. I don't get a lot back. So I do go into Bronson here because I can eat Focus Blasts all day, and seeing that Focus Blast went before Zero Aura, I see that it is Scarfed. So this is another setup Bronson. I do click Photon Geyser here just to see how much it does. It does not do as much as I would like, and we see a knockoff not doing much because I am carrying a Z move. I think I'm Calm Mind 3 attacks, so we do see a light screen here, okay, and I do the Z Flash Cannon here, not doing much at all. We see a Thunder Wave here, and another Calm Mind, so that Paralysis is going to be pretty annoying here moving forward. We see Roses are red, and there's a full para. That stinks. We see a Moonblast, not doing much, and there's a special attack drop. And there's a Flash Cannon doing just under a third damage. And we see another Moonblast, still not doing much. I'm fully paralyzed, of course. And we see another Moonblast. It hits me again, and I get fully paralyzed. So that is so fun. This is really not going well for me. So Bronson is basically going to get a critical hit, and that is really what I guess that kind of balanced out the hacks for the most part. we see a Scald, and Bronson does go down, and the light screen wears off. This is a light clay Uxie, so everything lasts pretty long here. We see a Scald, no burn, my Flame Orb activates, so now I'm very bulky, but like I said, there's not a lot of physical attackers here. So Clayton does get burned there as the light screen comes up. And now we go into this guy. I go for the Dragon Tail, and out comes Glue. Glue is very annoying for me, as you can see. I went to try to get a Scald burn, and I do get it on the first try. So I'm 2 for 3 with Scald burns. Knockoff, I don't care, because I'm very, very bulky in that respect. I do bring in Nugget here because this is my opportunity to click Stealth Rock. So Roy comes out here, and there's a Stealth Rock, and at this point I go into Katara, and there's a Secret Sword, does not do much, and I can click Recover pretty freely here. So here comes Rotom, and I do click Recover. I can take a Thunderbolt from this thing. Not that I really want to, especially because I can't do a lot back to it. So I do go into Tai Lung here, predicting a Thunderbolt, but he goes for the Defog. The light screen was about to wear out anyway, and so I do click Knockoff here. Away goes the Leftovers. A Hydro Pump lands, and down goes Tai Lung. So not looking too terribly great for me right now. I go into Ambidextrous because Ambidextrous is carrying Retaliate, and something was going to either die or take a massive hit. And so there goes that. And now we find out that Keldeo is Scarfed. So at this point I know that those two Pokemon are Scarfed, Keldeo and Thundurus. So Katara comes in, I click Ice Beam. That's not good enough. And I'm trying to see what I can do here. I decided to go into Nugget here because, like I said before, this is my opportunity to set my Stealth Rock, if I can. Can I? I do. Very nice. And yeah, I'm just gonna let Nugget go down here. And so that's that. I go into Weavile here because an Ice Shard will knock it out. Well, I actually go for the Icicle Crash, predicting a switch, because in order to win this here, guys, you know, I only have 2 Pokemon left. Kyle has 4, and in order to get back in this game, I had to make a risky play like that, because, you know, I know that this is a Scarf Thundurus, this is a Life Orb Weavile, and the thing is, yeah, I had to make that play going for Icicle Crash. You know, just to get a heavy hit on something. And so here's a second Icicle Crash, and we see the Drain Punch, 37%, not doing all that much because of the burn on Glue, and the Low Kick is going to knock out Glue. So that was a major thorn in my side for sure. So Roy is in here now. I know that he is Choice Scarf, and I know that Milotic can take hits from Keldeo, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go into Milotic, because I don't want to take a Sacred Sword, or a Secret Sword, whichever it is, to the face. And so here's Katara, and he's running Taunt on a Scarf. He's running Taunt on a Scarf, so I know that he's going to switch, and I opt to go for the Dragon Tail here, which is fine, because something is going to take more rocks damage. Ends up being this thing. So here's a Secret Sword. So, you know, because I'm taunted, I can't go for Recover. I can either go for Ice Beam, Dragon Tail, or Scald. And I was fishing for an Ice Beam Freeze here. Oh, this was a very important turn here. This is a very important turn here, because what are my options here? Wait a minute. Was it this turn? Yeah, I do click Ice Beam. And, okay, my taunt has ended. So, what are my options here? I could click Recover. I could click Ice Beam, I could click Scald or Dragon Tail. Or I could even switch. I don't know. So, I'm thinking here, this is a very difficult situation for me. If I click Recover, then actually at that point I can live a Thunderbolt. I can live a modest Thunderbolt from, you know, 90% health. 89% health. And then, you know, an Ice Beam would be able to knock out the Thundurus. Or I could click Scald and maybe burn Roy or burn something. That would probably be a pretty safe play. I could going into Weavile doesn't make much sense here because Secret Sorting Keldeo is there. So basically my, you know, this is a very difficult situation for me. And as you can see, I went for the offense here, and Clayton goes down. It was a pretty safe sack for Kyle. We both took a while to decide on that turn. And so now here is Thor, and I have to let Katara go down here. And so that was kind of annoying. Here is Night Thief, and Ice Shard does 75%. And so I'm going to go for it. Kyle probably could have preserved differential by switching into Keldeo here because Keldeo has lots and lots of health left. But Thor does go down here, and here is Roy. Ice Shard is no way going to take it out. He's scarfed. Down goes Weavile. And that is the game. I do lose 1-0. So that puts me at 5 wins, 2 losses. Pretty good differential. But yeah, both of my losses so far have been 1-0 losses. And you know, I've been doing pretty well this season, but I just came short this time. Kyle played very well. We both played very well. I got fully paralyzed several times. Kyle missed a Will-O-Wisp, and I landed a critical hit Flash Cannon on, what is that thing, Florges. So it is what it is. But yeah, we both played very well, and I guess it came down to prep, basically. Putting Taunt on a Scarf Keldeo was pretty insane, and it worked out for him. So good game, Kyle. You played very well. You deserve this win. And good luck for the rest of the season. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then like this video, comment on this video, share it with your friends, and click subscribe if you haven't already. And on that note, guys, I will see you all later. Peace.